I think Wode Maya was the first channel that I watched on YouTube that actually showed us what Africa has to offer. When he went to Rwanda, and he was
Yeah.
showing us these magnificent buildings, these new
Yeah. Yeah.
communities that were being designed by people who you will call them diasporans, because they are Ghanaians who move overseas, but they came back to their country and designed these, estates, state of the art thing, like, if you look in Nigeria right now, through, the whole outburst of YouTube content creator, you will see where people are touring luxurious properties
Yeah.
in Nigeria, where you
Yeah.
have like AI, like you talk to the
Yes, smart. They call it smart cities.
smart things,
Yeah,
not,
smart cities.
not smart city like Gambia, smart city. I mean, smart houses, like you say,
Yeah.
open the door, and
Yeah,
the door
like
open.
there is a Siri, open the door.
Turn the lights on.
Yeah,
Turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Today we want to talk about one of our favorite YouTuber from Ghana, Mr. Ghana Baby Wode Maya. He just recently dropped a video about, planning a trip from Ghana to Barbados, and it's an
And
amazing.
from Barbados to Ghana.
Yeah.
And from Barbados
Yeah,
to Ghana.
like it's like a back and forth thing.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. He also said that he's going to quit YouTube. But we want to talk about how Mr. Ghana Baby has inspired us
Yeah.
since Jamaica, some of the things that we've learned from him, and also, as the topic says, his real estate empire that he's building in Kenya and Ghana. You don't know how we do it on this channel. We talk about real estate opportunities in Africa and how you can take advantage of them, or how we are taking advantage of them. Also sharing our own experience of living life here in Africa. If you don't know who I am, my name is AP.
And I'm Queen Jody.
And you're welcome to the Uncensored Podcast. Queen Jody and AP Uncensored Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys watch the video, then you guys are aware of what I'm talking about with Wode Maya saying that he's going to quit YouTube. Now, when a lot of people see that, they were like, what? Quit YouTube?
Are you serious?
What is going to happen if Wode Maya quit YouTube? Everybody was like going crazy. But if he did say that he was going to quit me, I understand. Because YouTubing is a very, very, like, creating content is very difficult.
Creating content is good because the impact that you can have on people's lives, like
Yes.
transforming lives, but the work.
The work is really tough.
I mean, everybody who work one point in their life may be considering retiring.
Exactly.
You understand? Usain
Exactly.
Bolt was running, and he was like the top man in winning races, but he retired.
He retired
at
very
a young
young,
age.
actually.
You
Exactly.
understand? So I think it's all good if you have a retirement plan for your channel.
Yeah, that's true. For us, we are still exploring, the whole real estate game and life in Africa. So retirement is not something that we're looking at right now. Content creation is something that me personally, I love. This one
Yeah.
here, I don't really like it too much.
Well, it depends on what you mean, because for me, I am creative as well, but
Yes.
in terms of sitting down and recording videos, that's AP's thing, kind of like.
No, me.
Yeah.
Every day, all of the gadgets, we have our laptop here, we have all kind of other stuff around that I play with to make this thing work. Anyways, let's jump to the topic though. Let's jump to the subject area though.
All right.
There was an interview with Wode Maya and Miss Judy on a YouTube channel. I forgot the name of the YouTube channel. Oh my God. But on the YouTube channel, they were just talking about their journey. And I have to say, it reminded me of both of us.
You and I?
Yeah. It
You
reminds
and
me of
I
both of
got
us.
something special.
Of how we, invested in each other. And, now we're seeing the returns here in Africa. And, they also talk about, well, he didn't say this in words, but I know he was talking about the real estate investment that he had made in both Kenya and Ghana. Two amazing countries in Africa to invest right now.
Which we look forward to visiting one day.
Yeah, please invite me to Kenya or Ghana, please.
People actually invite
Invite
me
us.
now, but it's just that you have to go get some sponsorship for the flights.
You see. But yes. Oh, so we're here, and we would just want to talk about that move, and it's a really good move to invest in real estate in those two countries is a very genius move. When you invest like that, retirement is definitely an option. Like if you have 4 or 5 apartments that
That's true.
I think he built like around 6 apartments. I don't know if I'm correct on that. Anybody watching and remember, just comment and let us know. I think he built like 6 apartments recently, and he have apartments between himself and Trudy in both country, which is a very very intelligent way to invest as a couple.
Yeah.
They could
Yeah.
have buy luxury cars, nice fancy house, maybe a jet plane, I don't to make traveling easier.
I
But
mean,
they decided that they're going to build these properties, and it's just amazing.
yeah, that's it's really cool.
Yeah.
To see young people like ourselves, put in the work.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if they decide to retire young, they know they have done the work.
Yes.
You understand? And even if you say you are retiring in one aspect, doesn't mean you retire for the entire life. Maybe there's something else that you want to work on that you just decide, say, okay, let me stop doing this to do this. Because to be honest,
Yeah.
juggling more than one things can be difficult.
Yes.
Sometimes, but if you have a team that which I've seen that he's created,
Yes.
so that will help to ease the pressure because everybody does get tired.
Yeah, it's a lot
know.
of work. And speaking of that, we want to tell everybody that is watching right now, if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe
Yeah.
button on this video, guys. Help us to grow this platform. We appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for the support thus far. Investing in real estate in Africa is a tricky thing because what happened is a lot of people, like somebody sent an email to us recently, and they were talking about that they want to invest in Africa, but they have heard so many horror stories about investing in Africa, especially the Gambia. And so they're saying that they're afraid to do so. What I always tell people before is like, real estate investing, there's no safe
Overall,
way to do
there's
it.
no fully safe way.
You understand? It's like everything is risk.
Yeah, it's a risk, to be honest.
So when I see Wode Maya and Trudy, they're investing in real estate and they're taking the risk and they're becoming successful, I'm saying, okay, then what's the difference between them and somebody else who says that it didn't work out the way that they expected it? I think Wode Maya is a very calculated man. He calculates every move he makes before he make it.
And
Yeah.
also, I think he's had like mentors.
Yeah.
as
Lots
y-
of mentors.
As young people, it's good to have business persons overall, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
It's good to have mentors that have been in the game like for longer.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because since we've been here in the Gambia, doing what we do as youths, you would think that more of the elders
Yes.
would give you the support, and if they see you are going in a wayward, they will come to you and say, okay, I see you are going this way, maybe you should consider this because XYZ. From what we are getting as
Yeah.
youths here is like, you should not do that.
Yeah.
And how dare you do that? Or if you are doing it like you're not doing it the right way, so don't work with them because they're not doing it the right way. Or you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that you listen. I love real estate. I've fallen in love with real estate through especially the decor, my decor skills,
Yes.
because going into a space and being able to suit that space out, and like an empty room, and you can like fill it with beautiful things and to represent whomever who wants to stay in that space. It's like really exciting for me.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. There's like a cancel culture that is
Yeah.
going on when it comes to, especially young people in Africa that are trying to do something. As you said, Wode Maya may have mentors, not just Wode Maya. Maybe most of the successful young youths that you see out there, they have maybe one or two mentors that are guiding them on the right path forward. Even if they slip up, they inspire them and teach them things that they need to know. Where we are in Gambia, it don't work like that there. Instead of people coming to you and trying to, motivate you, they would rather to destroy you. And this is
But-
what is happening here. Why I think a lot of young people, because Wode Maya and Trudy is still young. They're very young.
I think they're
they're
around
younger
our
than
age
us.
or younger than us.
Exactly. You see?
Yeah.
And we are young too,
Yeah.
So just the whole inspiration behind them doing what they're doing is just amazing. And I don't know who is mentoring them, but very good job. Very good job. Hey,
Yeah.
I want two mentors to reach out to me and you and say, yo, Jody AP, this is how you do it.
Yeah, that's
Because
really true.
I think that we have the qualifications, meaning like the what you call this now? The smarts.
I mean, aside
Yeah.
from having smarts, we are open to learning. We've
Correct.
always been open to learning.
Always. Yes.
Sometimes it can be tough, but if you put your mind to something,
Yeah.
and that's what happened for us. That's why we're actually we've come this far in what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about the other venture that he's going to do about, arranging flights from Barbados to
Barbados to-
Ghana and Ghana to Barbados? And how do you see that impacting real estate overall? Like,
That's a very good thing. That I believe you are very smart.
yeah, he's very smart.
First, he set up his real estate business.
Yes.
Now, when you set up your real estate business, how do you get traffic in?
That's a good question.
You understand? I think recently our couple of videos back, we discussed like reason why someone would actually invest in real estate in the first place. Before they even build a property, what they need to consider and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I believe he looked at that and said, okay, aside from the fact that people might be in his country who want places to rent, like holiday spaces and stuff like that, when they travel from, the diaspora community.
Exactly.
Like, so if the Ghanaians who want a place to stay when they come back, maybe he's looking from that, but now he's opening up the platform because you go to the Caribbean, you see people there who wants to, understand Africa a bit or experience Africa. So you put that together. What better way to fill your doors? You understand?
Yeah, what he did is, sorry guys, the English and me don't really work well.
Yeah, we kind of sound like we did a jumble
Yeah,
jumble
like
a while
it's
ago.
like, the tonguing, because if we speak Patwa, people are going to say, that's not what they said. What he did is he streamlined the traveling as well as the accommodation and add it in one thing.
Yeah.
It's very smart. It's a very genius move. And, I wish a lot of people were thinking like that, especially like, let's say, investors. That's why we have Dirt to Gold Club.
Yeah.
So if you don't check out Dirt to Gold Club yet, please do so. If you are serious about, investing in real estate in Africa, it's a community for investors who are serious about doing this thing. And, we spend all of our time with our investors chatting and coming up with ideas
That's
on
true.
how they can, make Africa better for Africans. So if you want to learn more, visit www.dirttogoldclub.com today. Yeah, but it's a very genius move, to bring the two together, because travel and accommodation
It works well.
It works well.
Yeah.
As you said, if there's no travel, who's going to stay at your accommodation? And if there is travel and you don't have the accommodation, then where are people going to stay?
Yeah.
So it's like you bring the two together, Funny enough, that has been something that
we've been trying
we've
to
been
accomplish.
trying
And
to do. Oh my God. It's very
I mean,
difficult.
maybe it's the way we go about it. I don't know. But
What do you mean? Explain.
with this, Wode Maya now owns his own property. So if
that's
he
true.
actually get people to come, then he have accommodation that he knows the quality that people are getting.
That is true,
You
because he's the
understand?
one that is offering it.
Exactly.
I understand.
But in the case, like for us now, who we are not as financially strong to actually get those properties right now. You understand? We were working on, acquiring properties through property owners.
Yes.
Like they giving us a contract to manage or, just fill the doors. Yeah? Fill the doors with the option of us providing the quality in the space.
Yes.
You know, because we have, for me especially, I have the experience with setting a space
Yes,
for people
from
to
decorating
stay.
and
So with that in mind, I was okay, if we get an empty house, I know how we can fix it.
Yes.
You understand? And if the property is already fixed, then all we need to do is just oversee the management.
Okay.
Or
Okay, let's put it like this then. Let's put it like this then, because what you're saying is true. You know, over the past 4 years, we have been trying to work with property owners in terms of offering, you know, quality, affordable, or quality, secure accommodations
Yeah.
for people who are traveling into Gambia. We have so many ideas and so many projects that were, you know, put on hold because maybe I would say we and the property owners don't see eye to eye in terms of the value of what we're adding to the table and what we are asking for.
Right.
You understand? And that's their opinion. We know what we can do. So let's say you have a property, right? And it's yours. How would you make it? How would you make it, like, how would you present it to the community of people that want to come to Gambia? Like, how would you put it together? I mean, I wanted to ask you that a long time. Like,
oh really?
no, let's say you have it now, because you know you talk things into existence, and
All
like,
right, cool.
you have it, so you see it. How would you do it?
Well, for me, the most important thing when a person leave, you know, where they are to come to the country, you want to offer them, yes, one, security.
Yes.
But you want to offer them a space that is functional as well.
That's correct.
You know, you don't want no house where chuck up.
Chuck up meaning like tight, like everything.
Yeah,
is,
tight. Everything
yeah.
just, even if it's a small space, it should be functional.
Functional,
Yeah?
exactly.
Like making sure that the ventilation is really good. So even if the space is small, the person can get fresh air.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want the people suffocating at the house. You
That's
understand?
another problem. Yeah.
Whether it have to be AC or fan, having proper fixtures that if you flush the toilet, the water not run out. You understand those kind of things. Also, you would want to fix the space depending on the type of clientele that would be coming in. So if it's clientele that they want the exclusive thing, that they want to come and see everything in place. You understand? They don't want to come and cook food. They want to have a chef there, or for example, you understand?
Yeah.
But if it's like for self-serve persons, you know, you would provide the utensils for them and stuff like that. So they might not have a chef per se, like a bed and breakfast type.
Yeah.
You get me?
Okay. That's cool. You know,
Functionality is key.
Yes.
And that the person have a good experience within the space when they come.
Correct.
Yeah, because it's all about the experience. When they go back, they can say, "Yeah, me they go stay AP quarters."
And me love the thing.
The vibe when me get, it was really nice. Even though it was a small space, for example, you understand?
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Well, that actually makes sense, you know, because there's a lot of people that are moving to Gambia, even with all of the negative media that the same people, some of them that move back here, the same ones that are putting this negative media out, people are still coming to see what Gambia has to offer for them, you know. And so when a lot of people come to Gambia, they just want a place that is functional, as you said, that have all the bells and whistles going, where they can move in nice and just feel comfortable. And from there, they can just move around to see what the Gambia has to offer, and then see how best they can take part or invest in that.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that is here somewhat, but not necessarily the way that, you know, certain people want it to be.
That's true.
But it's fine. It's fine. You know, the move that Wode Maya is making, you know, is shining a light on Africa like never before. You know, yes, you have people like, you know, the legendary Bob Marley that.
Yes, our guest in the studio today.
No, like this one is like a third host, right? You need a microphone right there, you see? like, Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey, and others have shed light on Africa through their work over the years about the amenities, or let's say everything that Africa has to offer. But it has been shadowed by a lot of things. But then you have Wode Maya come out now. He first started out by touring, luxurious properties in Africa. I think Wode Maya was the first channel that I watched on YouTube that actually showed us what Africa has to offer. When he went to Rwanda, and he was showing us these magnificent buildings, these new communities that were being designed by people who you will call them diasporans, because they are Ghanaians who move overseas, but they came back to their country and designed these estates, state of the art thing, if you're looking Nigeria right now through the whole outburst of YouTube content creator, you will see where people are touring luxurious properties in Nigeria, where you have like AI, like you talk to the
smart. They call it smart cities.
Smart things,
smart cities.
Not smart city like Gambia, smart city. I mean, smart houses. Like you say, open the door, and the door open.
Like there's a Siri, open the door.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights off. Make tea.
I don't know if it got to that point yet.
Me, I was watching something the other day, man. I forgot his name. I think his name is Steve. He was interviewing this Nigerian, I think, billionaire. Because Nigerian is like the billionaire hub of Africa. And he was interviewing this billionaire, and the billionaire guy just said, I don't know if he called a name, I cannot remember, but he said something, bring tea for us. In less than 5 minutes, we see a lady walk out with tea and put it. I was like, wow, look at that. Technological house. You understand? So Africa is going up. Like when it comes to real estate, people now waste time. It's true. Just mostly people are focusing on the negatives of Africa instead of the positives of Africa.
And I think that's why many people still have cold feet when it comes to investing in real estate.
Yeah.
Because all the negative news that they see, it's like that's the one thing that sticks. And to be honest with you, it's easy.
Unfortunately,
it's easy for a lot of us to focus on the negative narrative than the positive. And you have to really be strong-minded to overcome some of these challenges.
Yeah.
And the risk is heavy, because I can see from a person like who work all their life in probably the US and the UK, right?
Yeah.
And they have their savings, and they say, you know what, I want to make the trip to one of these African countries. This is my budget that I have, all my retirement money, whatever. You understand? And you now decide to come and you get shagged by someone here, in one of the countries. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for everybody, and it doesn't have to be the same for everybody, but unfortunately, you know, that person might just be the unfortunate one that get that treatment, you know. But does that mean that you will forever have that kind of situation? No. I think for us, well, especially me, AP, I've been learning to see things as a child these days. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, you know, as an adult, when you get lick, you know, say you get lick and you hold on pan the lick, you know, you did lick me. I mean, it's like that lick stick pan you in your mind for so long and you don't want to forgive that lick. But, you know, when a child, them drop and them cry and get up back. But them a smile again. You get me?
Yeah, and then forget about the drop.
Yeah, them forget about the drop.
They don't even remember that.
So
drop.
Them gonna run again because them forget so them the drop, so them gonna run again.
Exactly.
So that's how I'm learning to see things these days, because especially with our recent experience, that one was, those experiences were really tough, you know. It really played upon my heartstrings, like, you know, like what am I say? I quit. But in that sense, it's okay to quit, but quitting in the sense where you're not giving up. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, you know. I hear you, and I understand everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is 100% correct. As a young couple that decide to make a wild, crazy journey from
Yeah.
Jamaica to Africa, which has been one of our longest dream for me, especially, and to make it here with less than nothing, and to utilize opportunities that Africa has to offer. You know what I believe? If the opportunity even exists and it's not for you, you will never have it. If it's for you, you will have it.
True.
And when the opportunity presents itself, we never back away and say, oh my God, I'm not going to do this, because we take the opportunity to explore real estate because it was presented to us.
Yeah.
And it's something that we have a passion for at the same time. So we say, all right, if we can bring transformation to people's lives by marketing or showcasing what is available in Gambia with our platform, then maybe it can transform somebody else's life in a positive way.
And I think in a small way we have accomplished that.
Yeah.
Different from the land marketing that we were doing, really.
Yeah.
Because
Exact.
in real estate you have what you call the raw lands and housing, like rental houses.
Yeah, exact. I know what you
property.
mean.
So yes, we did a lot of tours, house tours.
Yeah, we do a lot of house tours.
But when we get calls from property owners, we see where, there's more that can be done to educate them.
Yeah.
Because I get to understand that some of these property owners are just young people like ourselves, who managed to travel out of the country to improve their life, maybe went to college or university in wherever the country is that they travel to. And they say, I want to do something in my country. And so once they start working, whether they get loans or they use their own money that they are earning to develop properties here in the Gambia and or whichever African country that they come from, and you talk to them, that's where I see a lot of transformation take place, because they will say, to be honest with you, I never thought of this that you are saying to me, because we've consulted a lot of them, and when we ask them, for example, like one of the main questions that we will ask, why did you build this property?
Yes.
What's your goal?
What is the why?
Yeah, what is your why and what is your goal? What is it that you want to achieve from building this property? And many of the times they don't know what to answer.
That's true.
No, it's the truth. It's like they have the idea, yes, I want to show my family, I did it, I made it. You build a property, but then when they come to the monetization of it, and they call us because they have struggled. Some of them are struggling with monetizing the properties.
Yeah.
They give it to family members. The houses get destroyed. We've seen that, and it's tough, AP.
Yeah, it's like we've had a lot of property owners that we talk to about helping them to position their properties in the marketplace for monetization purposes, but the property is tied with 100 cousins, aunties, nieces, and it frustrates the owner because the owner is not able to make the money, or even if the owner know the right decisions, like they will come to us and they will say, hey, I want you to market my property. We say, okay, no problem, we'll do it for you. This is what it's going to cost. So once you say this is what it's going to cost, it's like, what? How much? Yeah, that cannot work. But, marketing overall, like any business at all, rental property is a business as well. You have to have a budget for marketing. It's like that.
Yeah, but that's one of the questions that you usually ask the clients.
You're segmented in a different place, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the questions that you usually ask the clients, and they will be like, you understand?
Yeah.
But it's very important that you when you're considering building a property or buying a property to let it, especially, you want to know how you should calculate how much you spend.
Correct.
You understand? Because you need to make back that money, but you also want to know how long it will take you to make that money, and actually why you actually build the property. Why are you letting the property in the first place? What's the goal?
That's true.
That you want to achieve.
That's true. And I think we're going to be having an episode coming up soon where we're going to be breaking down an entire process, our experience. We have multiple experience with property owners in these regards. And, it will make sense for people who are thinking about buying a property to let it for commercial use, for rental purposes and stuff like that. But before we go, we want to touch back again on the Wode Maya case, where Wode Maya, invest in properties in Kenya and Ghana. 2 strategic locations.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
If I'm right, Wode Maya, just like and comment under this video. If I'm incorrect, just say it's only Ghana or it's only Kenya. But you and Trudy is one, so this is how they look at. This is how everybody look at it. So it's like that. Yeah. But it's very strategic. Like, I want us to do that now.
No, we will do that.
We will do that. To have a property
we've started
Jamaica
here in
Gambia.
Huh? Well, we've started here in the Gambia.
Exactly. So that's something that every person should aspire to have, like a property. Just have one rental property that can solve your problem if you know how to manage it. If you don't know how to manage it, there are property managers all over the world, all over Africa. If you want, you can use one, or if you have the time, you manage it yourself. If the laws in the country where you are permits that.
Permit you, yeah.
So it's like that. And so, guys, we want to also remind you that we have our land. We are selling it now. It's a 20 by 40 fence land located in Pirang. It's available. Contact us if you're interested in the land. It's there. We are selling it because we want to raise money to invest in other things. So that's why we're selling it. You understand? Nothing wrong with it. It's just there. Okay, so if you're interested, send us an email at queenjodyandaP@gmail.com. And we want to say shout out to everybody who has been watching our podcast, sharing it, checking in with us every week. We are committing ourselves to at least drop 2 episodes every week of our podcast that we know you guys are going to enjoy. So make sure you comment and make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, guys. We don't want to watch the video, check in the analytics and see 70% or 60% of people who watch are not subscribed. If you're watching, subscribe, please, and give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. We love to hear from you. We look forward to reading your comments.
That's right.
Yeah.
And discussing the whole point of Wode Maya, who says he might be quitting YouTube soon.
Yeah.
Me also, at one point, I wanted to quit touring properties.
If you follow these things every day, you want to quit YouTube.
But especially with the whole struggle we've been having. But God is good.
Yeah, it's uncensored. And so we're going to put out a topic, our episode where we're going to be talking more about that, and I'm sure you guys are going to love it. Queen Jody wanted to touch on that situation a little bit, but that's for another episode. So if you enjoy this podcast, stick around. We have a lot more coming your way. We're just getting started. Things just are warm up. I want to tell you guys,
this is season 2, guys.
We recorded an entire episode, and Queen Jody come to me and say, "AP, guess what? Wode Maya is not actually quitting YouTube," and I go and delete the entire episode. So this is the second thing. I did not tell
you to delete it.
You tell me to delete it now.
No,
that's when you come inside and you say these things. You're telling me now.
I didn't say AP delete the video that you recorded.
Sure. This one,
guys. What do you say? If I didn't tell him to delete it, why did he delete it?
If you come to me and you say this is not valid anymore, that's me. I'm going to delete it. That's what you're telling me to.
No, I always tell you,
kill that project.
It's not. You're not supposed to just quick to delete stuff.